Welcome to the broadcast. This is I'm hoping that I was hoping to do this on the tablet, but tablet can't do it. So we are YouTubing again. So let's get to it. Let's add a guess. I don't know. I don't see nobody on it. Are we YouTubing? Don't look like I'm live. Am I live? All right. Normally I would know that I am, but something alright just now. Jesus, something alright just now. Good night, everyone. All right. I'm sure that everybody already know that I don't have a clue what I'm doing with all of this. All right. So I have been struggling for the last hour or so just to try to get it right in terms of setting up the link so that the people can come on. And I don't even know if I got it right, but I hope I got it right. I'm waiting to hear from Michelle and Mike. Yeah, well they got the link. Welcome to the broadcast again, everybody. I said that at the beginning, and this is our YouTube live. I don't feel so hot about it because I do it on the phone, but I really should be doing it on the tablet. But apparently, the tablet cannot accommodate the bringing on guests. And tonight we have guests, and so we are going to kind of try and be on our best behavior because we have guests, our guesses. I don't know, but we have people coming on to talk. It's a cool night in Kingston. Got a little rain. Do we have that thing on where people can talk? All right, there we go. Go, Karen. Go, Karen. We have people talking. Good night, Yvonne. How are you, my darling? Yvonne Hartley. First I've seen that person, but good night. Welcome to the channel. And Lady Sue, blessing to you, to my sister. Blessing to you too. It's going to be a packed night, and it's going to be a very packed night, and we're not going to spend much time um, talking about little things, but we have a whole lot of things to talk about. But I have a guest that I want to bring on. I'm waiting for him to join me, and we're hoping that we're going to have a great night. We have two guests actually coming on, so I'm waiting for the first guest. But it look like me messed up again, because we don't know what I do. But good evening, Comrade Malcolm. How are you, my brother? Um, I don't know what's happening with the guest thing. Michelle, can you tell me what I do again? Because I don't know that. I don't know. I chat a lot, but I don't know, don't know what I'm doing right here. So, okay, so we're gonna try the guesting again. Let me see if Michelle WhatsApp me or something to tell me something that I didn't do or did not do about the guest. All right, so am I good, Michelle? Am I good? Um, I did everything that I will write it down because we don't know where to we write it down like children. But let me just go on talk. Um, Wait, producer Wayne. Augusta Street. It's supposed to be, I guess. Um, oh, the guest can wait. Look a bit. But I don't know. The guest is important. Um, Michelle, talk to me and help me out. Now. What is it that I'm not doing right? Um, um, okay. I'm waiting. So it's going to be a packed night, I promise you. We have a lot of things to talk about, a whole host of things that's going on. We're going to talk a little bit about Saint Mary. We're going to talk a little bit about Portland. We're going to talk a little bit about St. Thomas. So that's basically covers Region 2 and the East, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. We have a whole host of things we want to talk about waiting for the guest to come on. You send the link to the guest, yeah? But where are you, guest? Did I do something wrong? Um, I don't know. I'm sure I did it right. It's a add guest, and I send the link, and the guest came on, and I accept it, and then I don't say nothing. So I'm waiting for the guest to tell me. What's up? Bear with me, please. Please bear with me. You all know that I'm not a techie. You all know that I don't exactly know what I'm doing. But let's hope that this works. Um, so, good night, Richard Leblanco. 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 Did I pronounce that right? Leblanco? Is it Spanish or something? I don't know. Did I pronounce that right, Richard? I hope so. Yeah, but I mean, you want the guest. Trust me, you want the guest. The guest is a local government candidate, and we want to hear from him. And then we're going to hear from another local government candidate. I don't want to bust out the name until he come on. So, I want him to come on, but I don't see him yet. So I was going to wait. What a banger wrong in the land of the living. Mark Golding got anointed by what I do not know. Oh, last week was Bibling. And believe you me, we're not done Bibling. We have a whole heap more Bibling to do. But we're not doing a Bibling this week. We always throwing a little Bibling and all of that. But Mark Golding got anointed. Went and got himself all wet up with all kind of things. Then what else happened? Mark Golding have a date with Destiny. Oh my God. We're going to go to town tonight with that one. Because in have a date with Destiny for true, it's a reckoning. In call it Destiny. It's a reckoning and that him have with the Jamaica. So I understand that my guest is going to come on shortly. So let me just talk about a few little things. I have some important thing I want to say. One important thing. Now last week, I got some information. I look at the from YouTube and from Google, and the information says that according to their data analysis, 68% of the Jamaican public listens to my YouTube channel, watch my channel and listen to when I'm griping and opining and going on with all the antics and Bibling and all kind of things. 68% of the Jamaican public watch this YouTube channel and listen to what I have to say. And there are some colleagues that I consider to be friends that I have in Virginia. They attend the University of Virginia because they are interested in politics and they are working under one Mr. Larry Sabato. Now, Larry Sabato is a political strategist. He's a pollster. He does data. He's good. He's well known, very very well known in America. He has called some elections wrong and stuff, but he wasn't the only one. And so I asked them to take those numbers for a spin for me to find out if these people, YouTube and Google, telling the truth. And so they did an analysis for me. And they said not only is 68% of the Jamaican people here in Jamaica watching your YouTube channel and listening to you, but 49.6% of that 68%, let me not make a mistake about that. 49.6% of the 68% are active voters. Voters who go back to the poll. And we have learned over time in history that if a person voted the last election, there is a likelihood that they will vote the next election. If a person has been voting every election cycle for the last, say, 6 election cycles, there's a chance that they will show up as and you say I'm low. Let me see if I can bring it up. Are you hearing me now, darling? Am I better? Misha, is it better? I'm if you just talk loud. You Gita, you watch Bibling over and over again. Am I low? All right, let's add Mr. Guest. And here we go. Live and direct. We have as our first guest tonight, and this is my first YouTubing guest. We YouTubing guesting. All right, we're guesting tonight. We're guesting. Friends, Jamaicans, welcome to the channel. I'm gonna call him Comrade Counselor, Ian Myles, sitting counselor for the Little London Division in Western Westmoreland. Um, switch his seat, switch his party affiliation, and is now a candidate for the Jamaica Labour Party. I am low. I am low, 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 low. Whoa! Are you hearing me now? Well, I don't know. Something wrong with this phone because I had to reset it over last weekend. So I have been getting that low, low, low thing. I am going to see if I can turn it back up for you and stuff. But welcome, Mr. Myles. Welcome to YouTubing, and you are guesting. You are a first of our guesting series.
Wow.
Congratulations. Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations, sir. How are you?
I'm great. I was afforded liberty first guest in the series.
In,
First, is that thing?
yeah, first guesting.
Yeah, man. It means I'm a
Well,
winner.
go ahead, go ahead.
It means I'm a winner.
Boy, I hope so for you. For you, I hope so.
Yeah.
Um, some people said I'm not hearing me good, and once again I'm just gonna make everybody know that I do not know what I'm doing. This is our first guesting, and I'm trying. So, Mr. Myles, I invited you on not to grill you about any particular thing. I have a few questions I would like to ask you, and a few things I'd like to say to you, and give you an opportunity to talk about them, and and then I'll allow you to talk after that. So, the first question I want to ask you is this: what led you to move away from the People's National Party and join the Jamaica Labour Party? What what led you to make that decision?
Hey, Karen. Good night to the
Good.
to this new platform. I'm but double one. I, I am. I'm gonna let it get a little bit spike. Give you a surprise. But what is that these days it's kind of hard. You know, having made a move, you have to react what transpired and what are to being where we are now. I am pretty much that much that I'm comfort grammar. You see, I get it. I get a little bit not that I'm doing
The audio is poor, and I apologize to everyone. We're not coming out of YouTube. I just want to see if I can find a way to just turn.
from my end. Are they hearing me? Are the viewers hearing me? Hearing me?
Are you hearing us better now? Anybody hearing? Anybody hearing us better? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, Mr. Miles.
I would have went through. Personally, we started out as four.
Well, maybe you check if your phone on or something. Turn your phone. Well, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's good. Uh, Miles we were the city councillor for Western Westmoreland, whichever one you refer to it as. The gentleman. hailed and would have just been thrust upon the constituency overnight. He came in like a thief in the night. And based on who he is and what he represents, he doesn't represent anything that we represent. Decided that he could never be the leader for us. We would have voiced our concern through various media or various medium. We would have met several partnership, the party Iraq. Disrespect was put up to us, and just the general reason was said to us would have been very offensive. We tried to sort and found solution to that, but that wasn't for. We're told that the leadership, and so to his leadership, to him, and uh, so that's what started all this. The personal onslaughts came after, where individuals would have violated on the social media platform or um, personally, physically. A lot happened. We we don't even talk about as counselor. But Karen, I must tell you that when things like these happen, God is the one who really and truly, led all of that, and He put us in that space, in that bit of trouble, for us to realize that we were needed to align our faith with Him, and that's what we did. So He's leading our battles; He's just leading us. So He shut that door behind us, which is the door of the PNP and the ENAs and the Rise United, and open a new one, a new chapter where we are now blooming and just we are station as it is now. So that's in a synopsis. And
Apparently, Mr. Miles, I think is where he's at. Is the problem. Let's try and add him up back. All right, Mr. Miles, make sure you turn off everything in your background and just take a little distance away from your phone so that you can. Okay. So I have one more. So let me ask you something else. Your opponent is Mr. Reid. Mr. Reid is coming on after you. And he was a campaign manager in 2016. What's the relationship between you and him?
I gave him the campaign tag recently, just before ENAs came into the constituency for this election. The relationship between myself and him is we don't have a relationship as we speak. You know, if I see him and he chooses to give me a hello, then depending on the mood I'm in or the vibe, I might answer. But we don't have a relationship. But we were pretty close, if you ask me. Um, but as it is now, we are out there on the battlefield, and to each his own. Um, I wish him all the best, but he is now realizing what he has gotten himself into. Karen, Little London division and Sheffield division as it is now. People don't vote JLP or PNP. They vote And I want to reiterate that in Little London or Sheffield, people don't vote JLP or PNP. They vote Miles or James. So by the tick of the clock, he and the PNP suddenly realized that Little London is not a place that he should have meddled into. What they would have done,
Hold a
what
second. What do you mean medal? He was your. What do you mean medal? He was your campaign
yeah,
manager.
the Federation on the mantle of running for the Miles. So that's where the meddling comes in. What he would have loved, he and his boss, was the fact that they would have smitten at us and drag our names down to the ground where persons would have turned a blind eye. But how can you drag a person name who has been around for 30 years as an educator, educating everybody in Western Westmoreland and Little London by extension, and you have never heard one bad thing about him? The only thing you hear is the best person that they would have drag his name down. So they were hoping that that would have happened, and then the JLP would have kicked us away, but that didn't happen because guess what? The JLP recognized the quality candidates in James and Miles, and so they gladly and quickly accommodated us in the party. And so here we are now, where he's like his Goliath is here. So I don't know what he's gonna do.
So I'm not seeing you, but I'm hearing you
It,
quite well. So that's fine with me. But
you're not.
there are some just a few other things, and then I'll let you talk again. There are some people who are saying that you have not been a good counselor. Let me finish before you answer that. Let me just put some things out there, and then you can take the opportunity to respond to them. There are some PMP people, and I say PMP people because it's PMP people saying it, that you have not been a good counselor. One, that you have been selfish and think about yourself only. Um, they say that the only work you have ever done there is a road that you oversee its building, and that road lead to your house. And they also say that you have been flirting with joining the JLP since 2015. I don't know what the circumstances of that was, if anything like that. I have not seen any proof of it, so maybe you can clear that up for me.
All right, I will not speak about flirting in joining the JLP. That is, and the point raised about not being a good counselor, that in itself is misleading and disingenuous. Because look at this, Karen. I'm going to give you just a few of the achievements in 7 years. Just a few of them I'm going to give you, and then you yourself and the viewers can decipher whether or not this man has been a good counselor. So I don't need to toot my own horn. 2016 November, I took over and recognized, because I work and live in the division. I recognized that there was an inherent problem as far as employment opportunities are concerned, economic viability is concerned. For my division, I'm speaking, Karen. And so I quickly rushed to SDC and asked them to do a community audit, a profile of the communities for me, because as a leader, my manifesto coming into the 2016 election speaks about Little London town transformation. That would have included an ATM machine, which was non existent. It speaks about building, getting the town, the built out, and the overlay of the township to create the employment opportunities. And so I started an aggressive social, building the social fabric through events, coordinating, and execution. So I came up with Little London Day, yeah, which highlights Little London as a developing town, and it exposes everything that is endemic to Little London. Right now, from that we had investors and investment coming in the most exaggerated way. We had three plazas built during that time to know. We had numerous businesses. The township has been expanded rapidly. Every single available square meter of land within the township that has been gone. Because when I took over, it's 15 persons, and we can even do the investigations. Used to work in the town. Now, Little London is a town that is proud to accommodate close to 100 persons working within the township. Yep. Part of that too, Karen. When persons work in Negril or Sablamar, who lives in Little London, anywhere you get your salary, that's where you normally change it or cash it and your shop. So we would be depleting the resources that the community should be circulating within the community. And so by having a town transformation and these buildings and businesses coming in and creating employment opportunities, then the money would stay and circulate within Little London. And so that was part of the overall vision. Little London is in a good stead. We managed to get the ATM machine installed. It has been there for years until the vandals came and destroyed it. Um, we continue the massive build out of the plazas and just these businesses that we want. Yeah, that is one. Two, we continue with the social events to include a tree lighting ceremony, one of the biggest and best tree lighting ceremony, which precedes every year the most outstanding grand market in the parish. I remember Little London is not the main town in Westmoreland, but it is where the grand markets are held. And these were part of the vision to, just for people to see Little London as a developing town and come and do business there. So those are two things. We move on to education. Before I took over and I campaigned on this, all the early childhood education institutions would have been broken into maybe three times, sometimes per month. That would have disrupted the teaching learning process within the communities. And so most of these schools would have lost their students, and teachers were on the verge of losing their jobs. So I decided that Little London Primary School, which has a capacity of 800 plus students at the primary level, would have been the best fit place to build an ECI. That I would have reached out to the Food for the Poor, and we've managed to get that. There was another ECI which I partnered with the Godfrey Stewart High School Alumni Association in Mount Eager. So I would have done two basic schools since 2016. Yeah, we move on to infrastructure. When I took over, one of the biggest at the time housing scheme didn't have electricity, as in regularized electricity. Everybody would have to run their line from the main all the way around, causing residents over 300,000, some individual residents to do that. And I partnered with the former Member of Parliament, Wickham McNeil, to ensure that we get that done in Egypt Gardens. We move on further to the same Egypt Gardens, the housing scheme. They don't have time. And I just finished putting in the water main in there. This is another capital project. Now we are in dialogue with Geolam to get the titles for those citizens there. We move on to Pantop, and
Okay,
again when I
I
took
get it.
over.
I get you, Mr. Miles. I get you with all. I get you with all your company. I never know there were so much. Can I
Okay,
ask you how many basic school you have in Little London? How many early childhood?
as
You
it
know,
is now, current in the division or
in the
just
division, in Little London division.
one, two, three, four we have currently. Four. A lot of them have been closed.
Okay. All
But the
right.
main
So let
one
me.
in London is, yeah, is the feeder school to the primary. That's the main one. And that
All right.
one was
So you
insecure.
have achievements. You have achievements.
Too
So
many.
let me put this final question to you and give you an opportunity to talk to your voters in Little London, because I am enjoying my newfound fame that 68% of Jamaican public watching my YouTube channel and listening to me. And I'm so honored. I'm going to thank them later on. So let me just put this to you. Based on the numbers as they are now, based on how you beat your the JLP counterpart in 2016 and the additions on the voters list, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter where the additions are. Some are in PMP strong PMP PDs, and the rest of them I don't care about because I don't do the JLP strong PDs because the JLP is not my issue. Um, in order for you to win, without a shadow of a doubt, in order for you to win, you'll have to get all those votes that the JLP got in 2016, and you'll have to get some from the new voters list, and most importantly, you have to get some PMP vote. You really plan on getting some PMP votes?
If I'm planning on getting some,
Yeah.
you know, when I mentioned the list of achievements, that in itself is a code, a precursor for the fact that most of the PNP votes are behind me. I am, and the council.
Let me get this straight. Pause a minute. You are saying that most of the PMP votes in Little London are with you?
That's what I'm telling you.
How much is most?
I got into in 1186 votes in
Yeah.
20 the math. You can
Yeah.
do it, girl.
Yeah.
So it that irrespective of what we're hearing, what I gather, the new phenomenon of the PNP emotionally driven, and so they don't use this, especially during these times, to solidify their position.
Okay,
Yeah,
viewers. Okay, viewers, I understand all the sound going and all the rest of it. I apologize, but you almost cut me as some slack, please. Cause I don't know, say, I don't know, me no know. Root beer, you know, me no know, me no know, right? And the phone acting up, and I can't do it on the tablet, and everything going earwire. But guess what? We're plodding through. All right, so bear with me. I beg you. So, Mr. Myles, I give you one opportunity as I'm going to give anybody that comes onto this program. And I'm guessing that not many people are going to come, but anybody that comes on, I'm going to give them an opportunity. So, as I said, enjoy my newfound fame of having so many
yeah.
Jamaicans watching me. You want to talk to your, I give you 3 minutes to talk to your the voters in Little London and what you want to say to them.
Yeah,
The mic is yours.
I'm gonna speak to Sharon while speaking to the voters. Sharon Woodstock. She said I must not copy. Sharon, I am not.
Mr. Miles, you're not permitted to antagonize my viewers, And when
No
I'm
man,
comment, you're not permitted to do that. You
no man.
antagonize my
But
viewers.
Sharon, if you know me, this is why I love what I'm passionate about service and I am going to make that change that is necessary for here. I live here. Yeah. I won't stop till the transformation is complete. So it's not about don't mix up hard working for egoistic behavior. I'm just an industrial nature, not a gifted person work and put service above self. That's all right. So for the voters in London, you would have been a part of the legacy that I've laid in the 7 years. This is something that was far too long missing in Little London. And now it's time for you to just come on board for us to continue to build. Imagine, I would have managed to do all of that without a governmental support behind me. Then imagine I have a government behind me now, Karen. What am I going to do? So come, the future gets very, very much brighter. And I'm here to serve you incessantly. I'm here to serve you in a most profound way, in a way in which you have never seen a leader serve. And that's who I am. It's not being cocky. I'm just telling you who I am. So on the 26th, go out and put the X beside the bell. Ian Myles, Myles is the name. A lot of persons here, Sharon, they are now saying that they are not voting against party lines. They are not voting along party lines. They are voting against it. And this is part of the reason why they are doing that, because this is just who we are. We serve people, we serve the community. I've been doing this a long time as an educator. Before I involved in politics, I used to use my office as a teacher, classroom teacher, to write to various ministers, member of parliaments about what's absence from the community. I used to put on fundraising events to change windows, change doors, to paint schools. These are things. This is just who I am. Those coming into representational politics, ask them to show you one project that they have ever done. Notwithstanding, a lot of them don't even know a church door. They don't even know a school door. Where are you going with them? Then if someone cannot show you a project that he has done for the upliftment of his community, how is he going to serve at this level? What is he going to do? He doesn't know what to do. I have a track record which speaks for itself. This is not being cocky, but it's just speaking the facts, the hardcore truth. This is who I am. So, Sharon, listen on the 26th for exciting time. History making day. I'm Little London. I love all of you. And you know what I stand for. It's just love and respect both ways. It's loyalty both ways. Yeah, so it's a partnership that we have formed. And the relationship that we have in Little London, no reject, nobody who them kick out and no other constituency can come here so come break it up. So that is being cocky, Miss Woodstock. Yeah. So you tell him that I said him, I'm gonna tell him I saw him once in July. It was 3 days ago. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna tell him that yes, this man is a cocky. You can't get run out of represent my people. And that's where we are.
Thank you, Mr. Miles. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being the first on our new series of guesting. And you are the first guest for guesting. Thank you for coming on, my brother.
Thank you.
Good luck on your hustings, and God be with you. And stay safe, and do your part in ensuring that everything runs smoothly in terms of peace and a little bit of tranquility and
That's
mustering but no war,
no,
please.
no, that every
And
time transform and
and do the best and do the best. Sharon Woodstock was asking why you never go independent.
oh, I saw that.
You want to take 30 seconds and tell her that?
Yeah, man. Sure, independent first. But truth be told, Jamaican politics is not like the United States or other developed countries. So why would I go independent, stay independent, knowing very well that as popular as I am, as loved as I am, independent alone cannot take you across the winning column. How do I serve my people? How do I continue the good work that I've started? So it is the people who made that decision for me, the PMPs. They said, boss, the PMP kick you out of them party. And that's the hardcore truth. They took the seat behind my back disrespectfully. So they kicked me out. It's two parties in Jamaica. If PNP don't want you to run, then you have to run. Because
Anyway, the best note to end on is that Sharon says she still love you.
Sharon, I love you even more.
I'm not getting into that. I don't even know what that is,
I
but
love
she still love you. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Miles. I am going to have your counterpart, your former campaign manager, and the man who will be challenging you
you. Yeah,
to
man.
win back the
I'm here to
PMP
ask him about his plans for the division.
I will not ask him any such thing because I didn't ask you that.
No, you
So,
can't.
so good night to you, sir. Thank you for coming on. And it's like how you are the first one in the guesting section.
Yes.
I'm going to have a thing when the election is over, and if you win, you will be the first guesting.
I don't want you to use the word if with me.
You see, I have to
I
maintain
don't.
that. I have to
I
maintain
am a
what.
man. I am
Hear
a
me
man
now,
of
Mr.
God.
Miles. I have to maintain what Abraham Lincoln said. Abraham
Yeah.
Lincoln said, elections belong to the people. And the people attack it. So I wait for them to speak Monday because Mark waiting on his destiny. Good night, Mr. Miles. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe on the road.
The pleasure is mine, my dear. Thanks.
Okay. All right. That wasn't so bad. Come on, people. That wasn't so bad. I mean, the audio and the visual and stuff was a little bit off. But as I said, let me apologize again for those who just join us. I'm using the phone. The phone actually crashed Friday. And well, something happened to it Friday. When I said crash, maybe I me crashed the phone because when the something happened to it and I couldn't get it up, me just simply go into it and reset the entire damn thing and the whole thing crash again. And then I spend the whole weekend trying to fix it without asking for any help. I think I kind of messed it up a little bit, but I did good. I did good. So that was Ian Myles, JLP candidate, turncoat from PNP to JLP. He was one of those that Mark tell to F off and them decide that them going to join the JLP. He felt that he was one of those that felt that they wouldn't be able to work and under Ian Ayers as the candidate for Western Westmoreland. Michelle, tell me when we have Mr. Reid. Now we're going to have Mr. Reid, who is the PNP candidate for the Little London division and used to be Myles' campaign manager. You want to hear from us about my program? Oh, Jesus have mercy. Wanna don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. My heart not strong as some people say it, you know. My heart not that strong, man. Master Mark can't come on my program because the first thing is him can't talk Jamaican. And you know, we have to talk about that a bit. About that. But once again, I want to repeat because I'm a proud person tonight, and I'm a believer that you just don't know where God is going to lead you until you get there, and you look back at where he took you from, and you said to yourself, so this was your plan all the time. I say, okay. So here we are, a YouTube channel into barely into a month or a little over a month, and and I have 68 percent of the Jamaican people watching the channel, listening to what I have to say. People call me from all over the place abroad to tell me that, you know, the thing, them call me to swell up my head. My head don't usually swell because when God did I give a confidence, I was right there at the top of the line. So nobody didn't have to swell my head. My head already swelled from my mother did swell it, my family swell it, my community swell it, so we don't need no more swelling. But I want to thank you, all of you, because that wouldn't be possible if it wasn't you. So I want to thank you. That is not me. That has nothing to do with me. I am an interesting person, but that has nothing to do with me. It's all you. And so I thank you and I encourage you to continue watching. And I appreciate the up there, big up with the numbers and stuff. And I'll continue to do my best. If at times I fail to do my best and I'm not up to scratch where you are concerned, I ask for forgiveness from now before we reach you, so you can forgive me when I do it. All right. I want to get into the other things, but I don't want to start the other things without talking to um, candidate candidate Reid, who will be on shortly. Let me go and read some of the comments because someone who is really having a good time over all of this. I will bring on Comrade Mark Golden. Comrade Mark Golden. Jesus help us. Do you love me, Kimberly? That's not a good thing. Don't do that. That's not a good thing. It's not a good thing, Kimberly. Um, you mean Dayton Camera must get Dayton Camera to come on? This is a channel that my niece and nephews and grandniece and nephews watch. I would not have Dayton Camera come on my channel. Matter of fact, Dayton Camera should not go on any kind of news media or media platform. Dayton Camera should hide. It really shouldn't go anywhere. Um, I must clap myself. I clap you. I clap you, Killian, for being here, and I clap you all. Who else is there now? Which thief in Parliament, Rocky? What are you talking about? What is there a thief in Parliament and we should talk about? Who is that? Remind me. Because maybe I know, but tell me again. Which thief in Parliament are you talking about, Rocky? Rocky Pinto, tell me, which thief are you referring to? When am I going to? I tell you, I'm not inviting Mark Gold into my program. And I don't think him brave enough to come. Because I would invite him, but I don't think him have that kind of clarity of mind. My goal is not a decent person, he's not a nice person. I don't want to talk with him. And if you believe that I am not truthful in saying that he's not a nice person, tonight when I tell you what he has been doing for the last week since nomination, then you're going to thank you, Sharon. Then you are going to um, you're gonna cry shame on me because um, you know, um, a young lady that grew up in my house here. I'm in the States, and I took her from Portland when she was about 9 and brought her home because her mother left her, and she was with her granny. And I go up there to look for her as her mother asked me to. And when I go up there, too much long tone man was in the yard, and the yard looked too loose to me. So I tell her mother, hear this, me go carry her come to Kingston and carry her come to me yard. And her mother said yes. And I raised her and brought her here until her mother took her. And she WhatsApp me and she said to me, Auntie, be careful, you know, man. Be careful. But I love you so much. I love you so much, and I share my the YouTube channel with everybody. So to continue doing that. Michelle, where's Mr. Reid? Come on, Mr. Reid, Mr. Myles, talk about a whole lot of things I want to hear what you have to say. Because you're the PNP candidate, Mr. Reid, and you were Myles campaign manager. Come and take, it's your time. Put up to the stump and come take your best shot at Mr. Myles. Because I want you to come rebuff some of the things that him said. Um, where Mr. Reid, Michelle? Get Mr. Reid on the live, make we give him opportunity to rebut what Mr. Myles have said. But you're right, Sharon, Mr. Myles is quite cockety and full of himself and think him have it all organized and pat and stuff. So we want to bring on Mr. Reid. Come, Mr. Reid, man, you're wasting time. Michelle? Mouth button. We'll read some more comments. PMP farm, Rise farm themselves in a PMP, you know what I mean? Sharon Woodstock can't vote for Mr. Myles. Sharon Woodstock a PMP, so she not vote because she not vote for the man we are run in a fair division. That's it. So, that is how it go. All right, let's add Mr. Looks like Mr. Reid is here now. Mr. Reid?
Yes, yes.
Good night to you, my comrade brother. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing great. Good night to you.
I want to ensure that we have proper audio. So can somebody please say right now, is the audio good? Come on now.
Mine is
Sharon
good.
would stop, we know. We know you're not good. Is the audio good? The audio sounds good. I'm sorry you're in such a dark place that you can't show up. You can't come up a little higher. Try the phone a little. Ah, there you are. If you're sexy, show up your sexiness, but don't be ashamed. Don't
I'm
be
coming,
ashamed.
man. I'm coming.
This is a no shame program. We do anything we want within the rules and regulations of YouTube. So put on your shirt and come, Mr. Reid, and let's chat a bit. Um, but I can't see you still.
Huh?
I can't. Ah, there you are, in your PMP shirt.
Yes, man.
How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Okay, were you out campaigning today?
I just came after the road about an hour ago.
Yeah, where were you today?
In Paul Island and a section of Top Road in Nickel Island.
I know Top Road very well.
Yes.
So how it stay out there for you?
Excellent. In Paul Island, I walk every single house today. Cause that's my community. That's where I was born and
Oh,
grew
that's
up.
where you're from. Cause I
Yes.
don't know you. I'm sorry, I don't know you, but you're from where? Top Island.
Paul Island.
Paul.
Paul Island. Paulisland.
I always hear Bastian talk about that place like him have woman up there or something. So nice meeting you, sir.
It's a
You were Mr.
pleasure.
Myles campaign. Let me start by saying you were Mr. Myles campaign manager in 2016. How was that?
I didn't get that. From?
You were Mr. Myles campaign manager in 2016.
Yes.
Were you friends?
We were very close friends.
Very
Brother
close
friends.
friends. Yeah.
Yes.
So what happened? Where you are
All
concerned?
right.
What's your take on what happened?
During that stint from 2016 coming up to now, um, the first few years was very good. His performance was top notch. People love him. People like love him like hot bread. The past couple of years, like say 2.5, 3 years coming down, things changing. Nothing was happening. During the Christmas period, no Christmas program, no Christmas treat for the kids, no back to school, nothing was happening. Everything dried up.
So you're suggesting that him take all the money? Is that what you're saying? Because when the
What I
paper
am
talk them way, that basically that them are saying.
what I am saying, right, is nothing was happening, and I spoke to him about it. I said, you can't go on like this. The children looking forward for their back to school. They're looking forward for their Christmas tree. Luckily, Comrade Hills came along during that time. And Comrade Hills started to do the treats, the back to school, and all those things. Right? So I was part of all of that. So
Were
if
you
Comrade Hills did not come in to assist, nothing would happen for the kids going back to school. Nothing would happen for like Christmas treat. And also, I remember the first year when he did nothing, no Christmas program, nothing.
which year was that?
Christmas, Comrade Hills said to us, he met with us and he said to us, we have to do something for the workers. The councillors are doing nothing, so I have to do something for the workers. So he gave each worker $2,500 and a Christmas card.
I remember
And
a
he
lot of
said,
resistance people was in that what did they on the list there?
yes. And he said, if it's even chicken,
Yeah man, a lot of resistance get a 2-5 there.
yes, buy it for your Christmas. If it's
Yeah.
even chicken. Because the councillors give nothing that year.
So to the council money.
Hey, that I could not say because I mean, I wasn't part of that 15. I wasn't privy to know what was happening with those Christmas funds. I remember, quite frankly, there was a nationwide, there was a program some time ago when the local government minister and Comrade and Councillor Myles have this thing on the radio about a $5 million that he said he gave to him, and what did he do with it? I remember vividly that that was the argument on the air between him and the local government minister. What happened to that $5 million I gave you? We still didn't get an answer. What happened to that $5 million?
And
Right?
and all of that was all of that turned you against him or prompted you to what? What was it all of that?
Those were the things that turned me away from him. I didn't want to get involved in any form of corruption. So I take
But
myself
he has
away.
not been accused of any form of corruption. Let us be clear.
No, and I
He
am not
hasn't,
accusing him.
right?
No,
Huh?
I am not accusing him.
Okay,
But but
just want to
but
be clear that he has not been
right.
accused of any form of corruption.
But
What
but
you're talking about is basically what he did with the money that he got as a counselor.
right.
Okay.
And people out there have their own views and things. That when you see nothing that's happening, no Christmas program, no back to school, nothing like that, people are gonna say them thief the money.
Of course, them thief the money.
It's
We're
not right.
not gonna say it. Well, we know
Right.
about thief the money. They're
So
not gonna
so so I took myself away from that because I don't want my name to get mixed up in any thieving money. So I took myself away from that. I'm not saying
when
that they took it. I'm not saying that.
yeah, I
But
get it.
I don't
I
want
get
my
it.
name to be called up
I,
in anything like that.
I
So
get
I
it.
move away from that.
When the problem started between him and when Imam Mr. James and Jimmy, the quarreling that them do 1 years and they met with the party and all of that. When all of that started, as his friend, what was your role in all of that? What did you do? Did you play
All
any
right.
kind of
This is
intermediary role? Did you try to soothe any kind and calm anybody down? What did you do? Because you were his
this
friend and
this is how it all started. We were at a meeting at the Little London High School. Councillor James is the principal for that school. Councillor Miles teaches at that school.
okay.
So we were at the meeting when Councillor James and Councillor Miles brought Comrade Hales to that meeting. He introduces Comrade Hales to us in the meeting and says, "This is the person that will be taking over from Wickham
Hold
McNeil."
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Back it up, back it up, back it up. You are saying that when Ian Ears first came to Western Westmoreland,
Yes.
Miles was supporting him.
Miles and James brought him
And James,
there.
well, we're talking about Miles. We're not going to talk about Mr. James unless we're going to bring on Mr. James. So we're not going to talk
Right.
about him. Mr. Miles was
Right.
supporting him. All right,
Yes.
go ahead. Uh-huh.
So he was introduced to us and we said, okay, fine. We accept him. He turned to Comrade Hales and he said, "Oliver Reid, that's me, is the best man for you to work with." I became, based on his recommendation, close allied to Comrade Hales. Right?
Yeah.
So things go
So,
on.
so comedy has rewarded you with a council seat.
No, I'm coming to that. When when he was introduced to us, the constituency was not recognized. Well, a lot of people might not understand when we say it wasn't recognized, right? So there was no caretaker, there was no chairman, there was no groups, there was no women's movements, no youth groups, nothing like that.
Yeah.
So we were all there alone. Comrade has built the thing, built it, and we have everything in place now. The party now recognizes the constituency again.
Yeah.
So after everything was set now and we smooth sailing, here comes the tsunami. Councillor, well, as you say, we're not discussing Councillor James, but I have to mention this, right? He called me one day and he said to me that he's challenging Ian Hales for the seat.
Who that? James.
That's James.
Yeah.
I said to him, "I can't join you. You introduce him to us. I am the person driving him. How can I turn against the man?" So I said no. And he called a lot of other people on the executive. They said, "No, you're committing the worst political suicide of your life. You can't beat Ian Hills." That's what he was told. We were at an executive meeting in Friendship when he announced in the meeting that he was challenging Hundred Hills for the seat. Nobody supported him. Everybody tell him no.
And things went downhill from then.
From that,
So now you're the candidate for the Little London division for the PMP.
yes.
I just recognized that you were ill the other day.
Okay.
No
So
man, no man, no no. You don't have to explain me. I just want an acknowledgement from you that you were.
yes, I was a
Well,
bit
I just say that to say that I'm glad that
yes.
you're okay now. How you feeling now?
No, you go blank a while ago. Let's repeat that.
As I just say that to say to you how you feeling now.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great.
Okay, and you're taking care of
Yes.
your health
I'm taking care of my health. I'm feeling
because
great.
election is a rigorous physical and mental thing.
It is. And I telling you, I was being rode very hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Now, in terms of the numbers for the Little London division, based on well, Miles said going to get a ton of the PNP votes. He won by 182 the last time. The
Yes.
problem here is this: why we believe that Miles have a pretty good chance of winning, and
Hmm.
and I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me otherwise, or to show, tell me something that would make us believe otherwise. There's 1,171 new voters. Some
Yes.
people tell me that Myles was enumerating some people, and some people deny that vigorously, say Myles never do not him never enumerate nobody. My personal view is that none of the candidates no enumerate nobody. That's my personal view, and I don't particularly have any evidence of that. That is a political call for me to say that. In
Yes.
order for Myles to win, he would have to get some of the PMP votes them and get a good chunk of the 1,171. What you feel about that? You think that's
Uh,
possible?
It is not. I'm telling you because when I walk the ground, right, the response that I got from the people, because I don't just walk PNP house, I walk every house. I don't ask for JLP, I don't ask for PNP. I walk every house in my division when I'm walking. Any community I walk, I go house to house, and I speak when I speak with the people. They are saying that hey, politicians are not doing nothing for we. We not vote, we not this, we not that. So I allow them to vent. So after the vent, then I do my little talking, and I explain to them right why I took this challenge. I am a man from the community. I was born and grow here. I'm living in the middle of the constituency in Little London. Right? I am always around. People can see me any time of the day, any time of the night.
You're going to need
They, they,
1,300
they,
votes to win. Do you have that?
they, um,
You're going to need 1,300 votes to win. Do you have
right.
that?
Very, very close to that.
You're very close to that.
Very, very close. I gone
That's what your
over,
canvas shows you that you have that.
I gone over 1,200.
All right. Well,
Sure vote. We're talking about now. Sure.
all right. What are some of the things that you are thinking that you want to do to improve Little London?
All right. In the division, let me start from Paul Island. We built a community center in Paul Island. It was a trading center. SDC used to have their machines there and they used to train the ladies there.
Where was the SDC
In
thing again? I think I know where that
in
is.
in Paul Island, no man, in Paul Island,
Oh,
we built a community center. Frankman Board was the councillor
no, I
then.
don't know that. I don't know that. Yeah, yeah, go on.
Right. So we used to have that training center here where the SDC would train the ladies. We have it here for years.
What they used to
It's
train
something
them
that
in? What they train them in?
they train them to like embroideries and sewing and stuff like that. Right. So it happened that now since in the after the PNP last office, the JLP took over, everything was scrambled, everything shut down. So the center was there, the equipment were moved out and it was just left there. So nobody took it up. So that was one of the things that I was talking to him about. Let's restore the center and let's have something going
That
on
you were
here.
talking to James about,
Now,
Miles
man,
about.
that's right. Now the center is in the middle of pure bush right now. When I say bush, I mean bush, like crazy. I go down there and like make them a promise that whenever I win, that center will be restored and come back to a training center. Because we need to train people to go on these programs, these Canadian programs. You have to be certified and stuff like that. There's nothing in the division.
You don't have to give me a definitive number, but what's
Right.
the unemployment among young people up that area that you're talking? You want to re-establish that training center. What's the unemployment level? You don't have to give me no direct figure. You can just tell me what you know at the top of your head.
In that community, it is very, 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 very low. Employment in Port Island, it's like next to nothing, not much employment because everybody has to go to Nigeria to find a job. Once they were in the sugar industry, but that is kind of going downhill now. Nobody is going back in sugar.
So unemployment is high.
Very high, very high, very high.
And you're going to start the training center as part of trying to erase some of that.
get people certified.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that's a start. You are certified, you can go out, you can get a job, or you can go on these programs that because the Canadian programs they ask like plumbers and electricians and stuff like that. So if we have these guys certified, once they're ready and they say, okay, I need 50 plumber, I can say, here's your 50 plumber with your certificate. Right? It might not happen at once, but at least we are preparing them for the future.
That's a very good idea. Now, Comrade Reid, you have the floor. 68% of Jamaicans watching this program. Talk to your voters in Little London. Tell them what you want to tell them. I gave Myles 3 minutes. You're PMP me, I give you four.
Okay. So, citizens of the Little London Division, this is your next councillor, Oliver Reid, the action man speaking. I have walked your community. I have seen the needs. You have told me some of the things that you need to make your community better. Bad roads, water system, street lights, garbage is at its lowest. That we have to correct. The young people, most of all, they asking you every day for a farm work program. That's on top of their head. Whenever time I to office, that is gonna be one of my priority. Once the cars are available, we are sending them home. Send them straight to America or Canada, wherever they want to go to better their family. Just imagine you give one person from a family a farmer card. You know what good that do for that family?
It's a big thing.
I can assure my people, you're getting a counselor that is honest, one that is trustworthy, and one with integrity. Integrity. You ask anybody around Little London area about Oliver Reid, and they will tell you. In the town of Little London, if the rain fall too hard right now, you can't drive on the main road. You have to go to the gas station if you know Little London.
That has been like that before we get independence.
Right? You have to drive. But these things need to be corrected
Yeah.
because
That has been like that before 1962.
the drains, but it have to be corrected.
Yes.
Right? We can't just live with it like that and say, well, it was here before. No,
Talk to the
it have to be
voters,
corrected.
Mr. Reid. Talk to the voters of Little London.
So on the 26th of February, make the change. You see what is happening in your community. You look at the performance for the past 7 years, and you ask yourself the question: does this man deserve a second term in office after 7 years? What's the achievement? I don't see it. It's one achievement I can tell that I saw here in Little London, and it's a road that was built in the street that the present councillor lives. That's the only piece of road I can tell that is pothole free in Little London. So on the 26th of February, please go out early, put your X beside the head, vote for change, vote for a better Little London division, vote for a betterment for your children, vote for a clean community. Voters, I want to thank you, and I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for welcoming me in your home when I'm walking, and I want to say thank you very much. Time come for a better.
Yeah, me, Mr. Reid. Talk to your voters them without that foolishness about time come, the man. Don't use that time come thing. Just talk to your voters then. You have a platform. Talk to them.
Yes.
You have 1 more minute left.
So, my voters, I am here to uplift the community of Little London. I am here to ensure that your needs are looked into. I am here to ensure that the community get a facelift that it has never gotten before, with the help of of central government. 'Cause local government that can do everything, but with the help from central government and our incoming member of parliament, we will get the job done. I want to
All right,
say
Mr.
thank
Reid.
you all for your support.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reid. I wish you well. Good luck in your endeavors and the Oskins. Please keep yourself healthy. We don't want to hear anything happening to you. So while you campaign, eat right, and keep yourself up to scratch. God bless you.
Thank you.
Stay safe on the road. Thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you.
You are my second guest in my guesting series. So you're a big thing now. Both you and Mr.
Yes.
Myles. Maybe I can
Thank
bring
you
you
very
back
much.
together. I don't know.
Thank you
Thank you,
very much.
Mr. Reid. Bless you.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Reid made his pitch to the voters as well as um, time comes a read. That's what I'm talking about. We can't be able to self. You know? Comrades, I want to just get into let's move right into we have so much things to get through. But we'll not get through all of it tonight. So let me just tell you what I intend to do. I intend to have another live tomorrow to talk to some more people. We don't have no guest lineup yet, but yes, we do. We have one guest lineup, one guest. We're hoping to get an independent candidate on, and we're hoping to get somebody else on to come and do what Mr. Reid and Mr. Myles just did. And this is a community service. This is for the voters, and I believe that everybody should be given um, um, fair opportunity. So let's get into the nice part of the live now. So we YouTubing again? Yeah, we are. So I want to look at two councils tonight. I want to look at St. Thomas Council because people seem to forget that this is a local government election and it's about winning the council. And I want to look at Eastern St. Thomas first. And when you look at the numbers for Eastern St. Thomas, I came to the conclusion that um, there are there are 4 seats in Eastern St. Thomas, and based on what I can see, it appears that apart from the Port Morant division, the PNP is on schedule to get those 2 seats. But I want to those 3 seats. But I want to point out something for the Dalvey division. The Dalvey division has been one of those divisions that have been hard for the PNP to get. And it's going to be even harder because the PNP put a candidate there, and there was another candidate who wanted the seat, and him now running as independent. So that 229 new voters on that list is going to put a little bit of dent in the PNP votes. I don't see Dalby going into the PNP. So that's how I see Eastern St. Thomas. I know that Rosha is working it, and I know that she's the linchpin. I mean, I better know I'm Bexing, I can't Bex, because I rose at the gasoline over there, so to win back the seat. But I want to make it clear to everyone, especially people in St. Thomas, that the St. Thomas Parish Council was not originally ours. The St. Thomas Parish Council what belonged to the JLP, and 2 councillors died, and based on the constitution, the person with the highest number of votes get to be mayor after that, because one of those person was the mayor. And that's how we ended up with the St. Thomas Parish Council. There is Edwin Marr, and me and Mr. Marr don't take tea, so to speak. Why? Because Mr. Marr is a rabid riser. Mr. Marr is one of those who line up behind Mark Golding and Peter Bunting to destroy the People's National Party. As I tell you before, all the traitors of this world, all the man them were kill off people, all the strong man them, the dictators them, all of them, they didn't stand alone. They had people to back them up. That's why they were so successful. Hitler was successful because he had people to back him up. All them other man, Kim Il Sung, all of them had people to back them up. So they got what they wanted, and they did all the wrong that they did. So while Mark Woolen and Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell are the focus, some people will line up behind them and make it possible and easier for them should not escape the wrath of this country either. No, Mr. Marr won by one vote. One vote he won by the Landu division in 2016. He won by one single solitary vote. Now, in the division, they have 1,410 new voters in that division. You know how many of those voters are on the voters list that come from PNP PDs? 60. 60 only. So if Mr. Marr get back all the people that voted for him in 2016, plus that 60, and the JLP get all the people that voted for them in 2016 and give them 62 of that 1,410, then we will lose the Landui division. I am not particularly sad about that if we should lose it, because traitors need to be punished. But Mr. Marr has a seat, one by one vote, and the enumeration is not in favor of him. And I like to say this, and let me just say it again. I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope that I am wrong about this. So deal with it with that. Now here is a seat in Yalas Division, James Robertson Town. Yalas is James Robertson Town. And my good friend and comrade Constantine Bogle, we call him Con Bogle, nice gentleman, very refined gentleman. He has been the only PMP that have won that Yalas division seat for the PMP. And in spite of the numbers as they are now, because Dean Jones, the man who pulled him gun the other day, and the gentleman, he he had um he had won that seat by 125 votes in 2016. And now Bogle, Constant Con Bogle is going up against a man named John Lee. Now, the 125 votes difference that separate Bogle and D and Jones, there's an additional 930 votes. And if I know Constantine Bogle well, and I believe I do, I think that Constantine Bogle is in a good position to pull off an upset in the Yalas division. And while I say all of this, I'm going to cap it off later on and tell you how all of this can or cannot happen. Yeah, I hear you all. Yes, Allen, he was defending himself, but him draw a gun per man whenever I'm not gun. You can't escape that. Then there is the White Horses division, which is the current mayor, Hubert Williams. Now, in spite of everything about Willie's a hard worker. Willie is a very, very hard worker. And from all reports that I've been receiving, Willie all over the place, really working hard. Not only for his seat, but him also working hard to help Constantine Bogle, and him working hard to help him friend Mar. I hope him feel in that one. I really do. So there's a chance that the PMP could pick up the Yalas division. Then there is C4, not a chance for anything else but the Laborites are going to win that. That's their seat. There is the Trinityville division now. The Trinityville division is one of those divisions where the councillor died. And the PMP put in this young lady, Kimberly Thompson. And it seemed like a very good choice at the time that they made that they put her in that division. Everybody said it was a very good choice. I was even approached at one point to go out there and help her. But Kimberly Thompson is not one of those young ladies that really want to be helped. You know, them on social media, them all into them hair and them clothes and them shoes and them ray and them what and how them look and what them doing and how them do and how them that. Them people are a hard worker. She's not a hard worker because she has been in the seat for for a couple of years now. And it's only 151 people enumerated on the voters list. 151 people enumerated, and she going in there with a 500 vote deficit. She never enumerate nobody. She never enumerate a single soul. The 151 people that are there, majority of them went on their own. And there was a little bit of them in about 2017 that Mummy Stewart carried out Alex Stewart, who ran, I think she was the one who ran the 2016. She carried out a lot of people to enumerate a little bit after that before she went away. But Kimberly Thompson have done absolutely nothing. And I believe that whoever is Dean Jones now running that. So I believe that in spite of his issues, he might actually be able to win it. I am not going to be judging up Mr. Dean Jones about him gun pull and whether the voters, but the voters can judge him. The voters can. Election belong to the people, and Monday the people are going to talk. Every power that everybody have will be for the people are going to give it to them or take it from them one way or another. Come on then, you know. So Kimberly, she just made this thing went to a waste, and did absolutely no work. But then again, as I said, I believe in miracles, and Jesus specializes in miracles. So maybe there is one for her. The Cedar Valley seat that is currently held by Marsha Francis, and Marsha won that seat by 70 votes. And Marsha is the sitting councillor, also ran for the PMP in the general election against Jamie the last in 2016. And Marsha won that division by 70 votes. And that division is now will be represented by Sandra Anderson, Sandy Solid, everybody knows her as. And Sandy, I've been doing some work up in Cedar Valley. But doing some work is an understatement. It's a whole heap of work. She did a whole heap of work. I do not know and I cannot tell how many of these 143 new persons are on the list that she was responsible for enumerating. I do not know and I cannot tell. But there's 143 new people on the list, and I don't know how much of that she's responsible for. The numbers are very close up in Cedar Valley, so Sandy Solid can win. All right, so I'm not going to do any more than St. Thomas tonight. We will talk about the other constituencies in the east, Portland and St. Mary, probably tomorrow or Thursday. But I want to start the other part of the live by um, by talking about the whole election thing. And when I said that these people can win and them can lose, and it's going to be dependent on the numbers, one of my paper missing. Somebody thief one of my paper. I meant that in a serious way, in that, yeah, the numbers are there. It's stubborn. Some people can win, and others can not win based on what the numbers are. But learn this, and I want you to understand this very clearly, that winning and losing is not only about the numbers. Winning and losing is also about the operation of election day. And that is where you're going to see who will win and who will lose. Because what I see out there with some PNP people doing, walking around with electoral office voters list. I think some things are done long time in this modern 21st century, 2024. PNP people, 3, 4 of them, and them have the gall to put it on social media. Stand up a people yard with 2 voters, and 3 of them are search for 2 voters' name on the EOJ voters list. What is wrong with Uno? What is wrong with Uno? less than 1 week out before the election, and uno walk up and with EOJ voters list and look for people on list. The only list you should have a walk up and down with is for the voters. The 1,500, the 2,000, verifying them. Who are the people walking up and down with the voters list? Not the indoor agents, not the outdoor agents. Uno separate canvassers from indoor agents and separate canvassers and indoor agents and outdoor agents better. So canvassers go canvass the voters, and then the indoor outdoor agents supposed to know them on election day. Which part of the live? Huh? Which part of the live? People walk around and wave EOJ voters list. Big old voters list. And everybody stand up and dip and. Your last name again? Mr. About 3 Anderson. Where first name? Tell me first name. And this is all the plan of winning an election? And I walk around and talk about how to win election? And I still walk around today, yesterday, with the EOJ list, looking for voters when you should be hanging out with the voters. You still look for voters, and you walk around and to win everywhere according to the pedophile general secretary. Huh? Where all of this winning is going to take place? This St. Thomas Council is going to be dependent on that ground operation on election day. And as far as I know, when it comes to ground operation, as we know, and when it comes to getting the message across, when it comes to the PR and and all of that, the JLP winning that war right now. Sorry for telling you that. The JLP winning that war right now. You can't beat the ground operation because we still walk around with EOJ, the voters list, and look for people on list. Yeah? 6 days before election, we walk around with EOJ list and look for people on list. A group of them was on Lorraine Avenue the other day. Well, Tony Gonzalez is not going to win the Cash Apart division, but them they walk up and down with car and make noise. The candidate poster them and the flyer them in the car, and them a walk up and down with the EOJ list and knock on people's gate and I ask if John did it after John did about 6 years now. Huh? I'm not talking about who not gonna win something. But exactly who not gonna win. If you don't walk around with EOJ voters list, everyone on walk around EOJ, everybody you ask everybody. So how things stay? We stay a good man. We look good man. We have the numbers then. Yeah man. We have the numbers. How much numbers you have? Because we understand this, everybody need different numbers in different places. Everybody. And the JLP knows that as well. Everybody need different numbers in different places. So if a man win by 69 and you have 2,000 people, almost 2,000 people on the voters list now, which numbers you want to look for? What numbers you have to suggest that you are on top of things when you should be walking around with your voters list of 2,000 PNP voters or JLP voters that you already canvassed and secure, and now you just check them to make sure say everybody still eat saltfish and everybody still drink and everybody all right. You walk around with EOJ list, stand up a people at the book like you're blind, and the 2 voters stand up beside you looking confused like you. I ask, what the last name again, what the first name again, and you don't know. And the St. Thomas Parish Council is going to be dependent on that, as well as the Westmoreland Parish Council. And the PNP is in danger of losing the Westmoreland Parish Council as well. Huh? And I walk around, I tell people, say, Uno go do that. I want to briefly look at the debate the other night. And I distinctly, and I said I can't find one of my paper. I seriously can't find one of my paper. Somebody take one of my paper. I said to the resistance people that, listen, I am not watching any debate. You go and watch the debate and tell me how it goes. Because as far as I am concerned, them people I don't know what is a debate. And them send all kind of buffoons go on the debate, and I'm going to clarify that in terms of who exactly I'm talking about. Because I don't know, so I'm not afraid to call people name because um, nobody can talk me in my mouth. Well, actually, people can talk me in my mouth, but I'm going to stay far because I know nobody talk me in my mouth. I can't fight. So I'm not going to stay far and talk when I talk. I can't find one on my paper. But I'm going to talk about the debate. I don't know what happened in the first one. I think that Venetia kind of stumped Natalie in one of the in the first video in the first debate. I think that Natalie did a little comeback and then Venetia licked her down again and she couldn't recover from that. And let me tell you something about debate, how debate work. Before we talk about all of that that you did and all that you never did, that you should have done in terms of a debate. A debate is a it's not a thing where you go up on a stage and the moderator asks you a question and you answer the question for the moderator. Oh no, this is politics. A political debate is you go on that stage and you look in that camera and every time you open your mouth, you're talking to your voters. Every time you open your mouth and your voters you talk to. Do you know what the moderator asks? The moderator is insignificant. The questions that they have correlated to ask you is insignificant to the voters. The questions that they are asking you have no correlation between the question, you, and the voters. Because them have no question to ask you how you gonna fix Miss Matty house. You, councillor so and so, do you know John the Baptist? Which part him live on the gully side down there, so? That him house want fix. You gonna fix it when you gonna fix it. Remember, Jamaican voters now no voting issue except the regular thing, them economics, them upwards and mobility, them safety. Those are issues that Jamaican voters have, Jamaican voters now are not concerned about who have gone and who have not gone. Jamaican voters have absolutely no concern in corruption. None at all. The only time that the Jamaican people are concerned about corruption is when them ears and the money get and them not get none. That's the only time them corrupt. You see the man thief to man, them say your MP thief to one of the money, $23 million, and him thief it. Nobody concerned about whether I'm corrupt or not. The question that comes after that is, so well and there. So about the member we up here, so what man look at my house there want fix. And look how the car park much months now can't move. And look how me you know for when more one tablet for pick them. Those are the things I'm concerned when them hear them thief money. So you can't say they go out with a corruption argument. Jamaican people have no interest in that except how it affects them. So here you are on the voting on the stage. Moderator asking your question, and you like an idiot attempting to answer the question. The moderator asks you some question that you have absolutely, you have no knowledge of. Dennis did try that thing, and Dennis never come across as so badly. But we're going to talk about Swaby, Andrew Swaby, the PNP leader in the council, the parish council in Region 3. And we're going to talk about the overall PNP debating team, like them think of high school them there, where you talk about yes, and you say no, and I agree with it, I disagree with it. We don't like that, we like that. You did that, we did that. What the hell are we doing that such a debate? The GLB never was so act neither, but Desmond McKenzie was slick. Desmond McKenzie was quite slick. And the GLP people them, and the PNP people as well, knowledgeable. But nobody was talking to the people of the country about what matters to the people of the country. I want to call it a debate. You see, so all of them take poor people for idiot. And expect that them, when you go on that platform, talk about a debate, and some man go to the bar and say, you want a debate? Yeah, man, they don't prefer so bad. Him don't have a clue what to talk about. Some man do, but them never perform so bad. You know? So here you are. You go up on the debate stage, the moderator asks you a question, you don't answer the question, you answer any question you want. You look straight at the camera and you talk to the voter. Instead, you fumble around to try to answer a question asked by a moderator, a question that has absolutely no significance to the people of this country. None whatsoever. No matter how them coin it, no matter what them say about it, the rules, the regulations, the laws, all of that. People have that part. Now them want to hear, oh, not gonna help it. But here the most disappointing thing, the most by far disappointing thing about that debate. Here you have Andrew Swaby, who has been in council from Wapikill Phillip. There you have Sian Barneswell, when down a Clarendon and remove people like he moved the young lady from Palmer's Cross and put in him friend. Cause him is a tap riser, endorsed bunting while him sit on a bench around some palm trees looking like a fucking big girl. Oh Jesus, I shouldn't say that. I take it back. Looking like a damn girl. Him, there, they on the stage. And them in a council forever. Forever. And they sat on that stage. They stood on that stage. All of them. Take out Natalie, she MP. And not one of them told the Jamaican people, not one, told the Jamaican people that the PNP have control of 6 councils. Them there on the stage I talk about all the things that is wrong with the councils controlled by the JLP. And them talking as if it's a central government debate they must have. So him get up and say market stink and dirty. Of course the Coronation Market stink and dirty. That's part of the charm of Coronation Market. If I should go there one day and smell sweet and nice, I'd be worried. I probably wouldn't be buying nothing. So it better be stink and dirty when we go down there. It's the nature of the market. It's part of the charm. And all the people there, all of Mark Tapanari's friend them, were trod down to Coronation Market on a Thursday and a Friday to get them good. Them expect it to be stink and dirty and them not complain about it. Them know it's part of its wonderful charm. It's our Coronation Market. And if we go down there one day and it does smell so, me not buy nothing. You know, most people would not buy nothing, them the wonder what going on there. Why, if them can safely buy nothing down there. And under the PNP have control of 6 councils. 6 councils! And you got a national audience in front of you to tell them what you have done in the 6 councils that you have control over. 6 councils you have control over. You have Hanover, you have Westmoreland, you have Manchester, you have Clarendon, you have Portmore, there's the next one, and you have St. Thomas. 6 councils. And not once did these buffoons mention to the Jamaican people. Every time the moderator come up with a question, all you have to do is say, listen, things are bad in the council, but it's the 6 councils that we have. The one in Westmoreland, this is what we have done. The one in Manchester, this is what we have done. We took over the St. Thomas Parish Council late, and this is what we have achieved. Nobody mentioned that the PNP have 6 councils. What is it? Want to hide in the fact that you're in charge of 6 councils? I don't know. Want to really take voters for idiots that you not tell them that you have 6 of the 14 councils? And Desmond and the Labour them now mention it because them now going no prop. Them now going no prop, so them now mention it. And you swear we can't mention not because you're deep into whatever it is them involved in down there, so. You, Swebby, should be the one that mentioned. Listen, with all of this talk about everything, we have 6 councils. And you would have done your homework if you had done your homework. Call up all the me and them and say, yo, what happened down there? So get all the information. And say to the Jamaican people, we have 6 councils. And them feel that the 8 with them have. But we not talk about for them yet. We don't give a rat's ass about for them yet. We're going to tell you about our 6. And we're going to tell you about our 6 because we want to give you more. What the hell? Huh? Who not children? Huh? That little piece of crap out there so we asleep when you're in packs. How much packs I want? I think about 10 now. Even if we not think that up. You have 6 councils. We can't repeat it more. You have 6 councils in your control. And you took to a national stage in a debate to talk about local government. And you are talking about market stink and dirty. And you don't mention to the Jamaican people that you have six. And your market and not stink and dirty. You don't mention that at all. You never see fit to mention that, to say to them, here we go, we have six. And our six clean. Our market smell like Calvin Klein. I mean, we can go down there, but sit down on the ground and eat. You know? Nothing. Not a thing. And then you're asking the voters to vote for you. Because you take them for idiot because you're not giving them no information. And you don't trust them. So you don't trust them to tell them that. It's either that or not damn idiot. It's either that or not have no sense that you could stand on a debate stage for close to 2 hours and do a mention to the country that you have six councils. So now we are telling the Jamaican people that the People's National Party controls six of those 14 councils. Six. Say, Westmoreland, Hanover, Manchester, St. Catherine, Clarendon, Portmore, and St. Catherine or Clarendon. One of them. One of them. Portmore and St. Thomas. Six. So I want one of the Jamaican people to ask them about Freedom Council. Go and ask them about that. They mentioned something about the St. Thomas Council, but that was like mentioning some kind of problems out there, some kind of mix up and all of that was going on. And after they mentioned that, that was the opportunity given to the PNP councillors. See the man who mentioned St. Thomas said, oh, yes, we have six councils. So listen, Jamaica. No. None of that. None of that. So I want to stand up on the debate stage. I want to debate in a way. And don't mention that we don't have six councils. Huh? And talk about on the debate. What kind of debate is that? Huh? And since we can't find my next piece of paper with a whole heap of things on it, let me just go straight into Mark Walid. Oh, Lord of mercy, man. I could talk about Marky G, man. I could talk about Marky G. And everybody that's out there and saying that we not giving Mark a fair shake about anything, let me start at the last thing that he did. Went down to the Maroon them, got him head anointed by the Maroons, and whatever it is that they did to him, and now maybe he's an honorary Maroon. And I want to state to the Jamaican people that the Maroons, what are we traitors know how to find each other? Isn't it strange? Isn't it ironic how traitors can find each other? The Maroons are traitors, and Mark Golding is a traitor. So Maroon and so Mark and the Maroon, them the traitors and the Judases, them just now meet together and everybody upon one accord. The slave owner's son hanging out with the former slaves' children. But let's get this thing straight, Jamaica. I want you to understand to me. All 68% of you want to understand. The Maroons under Chief Curry is just hustlers just like Mark Golding. Them are hustlers. Mark is a capitalist hustler. So everybody they are hustling to see what them can reap and what them can rape from this country. But historically, the Maroons is one of the most treacherous part of our history. The Maroons are the most treacherous group ever in the history of this country. Remember, when the British come for Nanny to sign that treaty, and the treaty was to be that when the slaves run away, when them come up to you, you must give them back to us, and we in turn will give you something. Money, land, whatever it is that they gave them. That was the Maroons, And when Nanny refused, those very Maroons sold out Nanny. They were the ones who drew that map and pointed the British to where Nanny was. Them same Maroon that on our compound, being led by that girl boy named Curry, them called Chief Curry, with him pretty face and him curly ear, doing all kind of things on there. If Chief Curry ever open him mouth to me, you see, and nasty him up all over Facebook, him better don't open him mouth to me. Because him is not a good person. So he might look hustling. And Mr. Holness and them at war. And he chose to bring in Mark Golding and anoint him. Isn't it? I'm telling you now. Look around on the Jamaicans. This white man that is leading the PNP is now the leader of the Maroons who have betrayed your very ancestors. Where are the people them that will demonstrate and protest against Prince William and Princess Catherine? Where are they? Because here's Mark Golding, the slave owner's grandson, great grandson, now being anointed by the slave owners, boy them who sold out slaves and gave them back, captured them, them run to refuge. Consider it, you know. Consider it. Them abuse your yard and your community and some people have beat you up. You know, people run away, come and Jews and come live. We don't even know where they come from. Them just there. And one day, you see somebody say, he must sleep over this. And somebody tell you, say, you know, so something them come from, but him say them not like him up there, baby. I would just go and make him stay. Can you imagine if he might tell us all those things that's happening to him and then we just ship him back to them? What kind of cruelty is that? This is what the Maroons did. Chief Curry ancestors. And that is same ancestors them that run down in a fiend blood. I'm a look at hustling. And him now get it from Mr. Holness, so I'm a itch on to Massa. Itching right on to Massa. And Massa went and got his anointment from Chief Curry. And Chief Curry, better watch himself with me. Because I'm so mad about that right now. But don't worry. Michelle is going to do a deep analysis of the role the Maroons played in the enslavement and re-enslavement of Jamaicans during that period. And I must say that Mr. Siaga was one of the first person to point that out. I remember very clearly that Mr. Siaga was so involved in our culture and love our culture and doing so hard much in finance our culture. Him go down here. And I remember Siaga was saying something about them not right. I don't remember exactly what Siaga said, but it wasn't kind. It wasn't nice. And now, them sell out again to the white man. Judas find Judas. Traitors find traitor. And everybody are up them bag with them 30 pieces of silver while they betray the Son of God. When you go on, Chief Curry, you and your crew, somebody send this thing, I want him seat. You and your crew on a treacherous behavior towards Jamaicans. And Mark Golding gonna get him anointment. And we'll get him anointment just days before that. Days before that. Him on political platform. A young fellow died. 15 years old. Young fellow. Didn't do anything to deserve that except that he was on a PMP motorcade, which he should not have been on in the first place. But we can't stop it. Them going to come on all the motorcades. And nobody can tell them nothing. It's a whole hype, it's a whole excitement. And there's no order in those things. And it's hard to maintain order. You can say, listen, stay inside of the vehicle. Stop hanging out of the vehicle. Don't sit down on the window. When nomination day, we were driving behind candidate Little up a Mona. We were driving in his motorcade. And a amount of young women were sitting off on the car window them, but that wasn't going fast. So the young fella died. A mother lost her son. And I can't even begin. I wouldn't be one to tell her that I know how she feels, because I don't know how she feels. She lost her son. In the motorcade. The bad never guy me, I'll go drag him out and tell him, come and him go. I want to be a part of the niceness. And he lost his life. And then this despicable man that the PMP delegates sold Norman Manley Party to, on stage, sounding weird. PMP people, him sound weird. Yeah. I'm sorry for the little youth said dead. You know, the little youth gone and dead. But we're going to honor him. What the hell? Yeah, look at you, you know, and look at you know, PMP voters and the PMP delegates. Uno cause this. Which leader in this country, PMP or JLP, would have stood there with a microphone and said something like that? Which leader? Tell me which one? Wouldn't have been Seaga. It wouldn't have been Michael Manley. It certainly would not have been PJ Patterson. And my God, Portia that cancel that meeting for going on mother yard. So it would not have been her. And it would not have been Peter Phillips. But this man, I run out of adjectives to describe him. This man stood up there with a microphone. Yeah, the little youth. Yeah, yamming up the Jamaican language. Yamming it up. Chimes up. Look, youth dead, you know? I want to honor his memory. He was 15. He was 15, Mark Golding. He never put the voters list. Never vote. He not own nothing in life. He never have no pitney. He was 15. 15. My grandson older than him. Yeah, the little youth. Yeah. When all you needed to do is find out where him live, who is his mother. Can somebody take me down to his mother? Give her a hug, give her a little squeeze, talk to her a bit, tell her how sorry you are, and then offer to help. You did your talk about you're going to use a little youth memory to win votes. Just like how you out of Israel, I tell people, say they must go dig up dead voters. No, you're going to dig up dead voters. You're going to start war and get wicked upon the JLP people them. And now you're going to use a dead 15-year-old youth to gain power. That is the level of your imbecility. Because you're a damn imbecile. This is what you're talking about. After the woman lost her son, and you want people to come stand up with him. Which part did you get that from? Stand up with him. Look, listen, watch, see what he is doing. All over the place every time him open him mouth, him show who he is. Isn't that by accident? Yes. He lacks experience. He lacks competence in the political sphere of campaigning. He lacks competence and experience in almost everything. Political, he have none. And he doesn't wish to have any. He don't want nobody teach him or help him or advise him about it either. He want to go around and say, yeah man, that's what happen. Yeah, get wicked pan the boy them. Because them not going to give a power so easy. So I get wicked pan them. Anybody know want them on my train, you can go out to the business. Because the Mark Bowling trains and me the new boss. It's who he is. I'm not going to talk about put one side and a PMP thing. It's not PMP thing. It's not PMP thing. On the wrong. It's Jamaica thing. That's about the PMP thing. And the PMP thing, a JLP thing, a Jamaica thing. People are look away. And I wonder what the hell we're doing. People are laugh off away. All away. They are laugh off all away. That's basically one party in parliament. And the next one quiet and silent. Yeah? And I'm good about doing all of that crap. Then I'm going to Portland. And him talk some truths in Portland. In destiny. Well, when the election announced, we told him that 26th of February will be the day of reckoning for him. But I like how he coins it. It's his destiny. The day of destiny for Mark Golding. Is himself him referring to, you know? Is himself him referring to? I want to listen to me. Talk to some people across the island. Everywhere him go, we talk to people. Everywhere him turn up, afterwards we talk up to people. Questions we asked. So Mark Golding come here constituency in your area yesterday. Yeah man. So the people of the area walk with him. Them come with a crowd, you know. Everywhere them go, them turn up with a crowd. Because Mark Golding is not campaigning for the candidates. Mark Golding is campaigning for Mark Golding. Mark Golding, every utterance. Watch him on the stage. Watch him with the candidates them to him left and the candidate to him right. And say, yeah, we are the place. Yeah man, I want to thank your candidate. Moving and rolling at people in communities with hundreds of people behind him. So the community people now have no space community, I'm telling you, when you learn this, people that like politicians come to them community with a whole heap of people. You have to go with a small amount of people and joined by the community people. Them rolling with hundreds of people and car. So the community people not involved in that. That is just them. Who you got here for? Because you're supposed to go down the lane there. You got to talk to the people down the lane there about washing. Wash your run. And you and him supposed to walk with about 10 other people. You have hundreds of people that the people in the community. When all you need to go in there and do is talk to the people them about the candidates who not put to them. But Mark Golding not campaigning for PNP candidates. Mark Golding treating this local government elections like him dress rehearsal for the general elections. Him a talk about Mark Golding. Him now introduce candidates. Him now walk with candidates and knock on doors. I can't forget Naughty Sentan. Mr. Siago up in the hills. Him shoes and clothes dirty up a walk with Shaini Robinson. I will never forget that last week leading up to the election of Northeast Sentan. You are going to an area to go support a candidate and you carry thousands of people with you and walk on the road. Yeah, man. Walk on. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Walk on. You know, stop. You don't have 10 people with you. You know, knock on the gate. You know, stop. You know, say, I see candidate, you know, Joshua, this, you know, yeah, man, I'm the candidate and I'm just come give my vibes and give my strength and I'm asking you to, you know, come out and support him. No! You go drive along the people them coming to drive from road to road and they stop at one place and give one big speech and start talk about what we get to the boy them. And it's time that we need a new government in the country. We are talking about Mark Golding. We are talking about, I'm going to tell you when I talk about why me know how this man calculating and wicked and devious and deceptive. Because what he's out there doing is deceiving the voters to make the voters feel like it's him running for election. He might test it. He might test it. He might test out that. Yeah, man, go get you as wicked, get you with wicked government. On February 27th, Andrew Michael Holness will still be Prime Minister of Jamaica. On February 27th, the ministers responsible for water and light and road are still JLP ministers. What if you understand that? Says a local government election with some local government candidate a promising of water and a promising of this. The things which them can't deliver because them not have no ministry, them not no government. But Mark Golding not running that campaign. Mark Golding now walk with you. I hear that him going Marvally tomorrow. Yeah? I want him pass for Oakwood Avenue we are born. I set up somebody to stone him. Not promoting any violence. Not doing that. Just chatting. Not on a chat. You are going to promote a candidate. The candidate walk out and tell everybody say you come to the area. And you drive through with motorcade. And they walk with ton of people that you came in with. And nobody from the area that the candidate need those votes from. Nobody will see you nor the candidate. They're going to see you walk up and down. Because you assume that you them want to see. Mark Golding campaigning for himself. You don't see that. The only person out there campaigning with candidate is Lisa Hanna. You could have dead. You could have pitched over and dead. I don't care. The only person out there campaigning for candidate is Lisa Hanna. So much so that some people in the media have been fits over it. Like Emily Shields have been fits over that. But Mark Golding now, oh gee. Sorry about that. Me I knocked on the damn thing. Sorry. Mark Golding not campaigning for candidates. Mark Golding is campaigning for Mark Golding. Mark Golding is not campaigning for the candidates who representing the People's National Party. Oh no. Mark Golding got different vibes. Mark Golding look that tell him say, we have to get to that man them who want a new government in place. Who don't listen to his speech? How many local government candidates can hold up the man and say, the leader come down on my ends, come walk. And when him walk down the lane, then him talk to Miss Patsy and him talk to Brother Roy. And we go in at the bar and talk to all the rumsters them. And him ask them and him beg them vote for me. How many of you can say that? How many of you can actually say that? Because I'm sure Mark Golding never do any of that. Because Mark Golding is campaigning for Mark Golding. And Mark Golding is trying to deceive the Jamaican people into believe that this is not a local government election when it is a local government election. It's a local government election where you're going to be voting for your local candidates, where you'll be voting for your councillors and not Mark Golding and not MPs. And it make you believe, it making you believe that this you're going to vote for. That is what he's doing. Deceiving the Jamaican voters because he's a deceptive and wicked, vicious man who cares nothing about anyone but himself. So nobody not getting no campaign. Everything then, everything crash, which is why we know Mark will have a lack of knowledge and understanding of our political process. He doesn't have any understanding or knowledge of conduct where campaign is concerned. No responsible campaigning, and he has no love for people. And let me tell you about that part about no love for people. Let me tell you, because here he is. I saw two pictures. There is this guy from a YouTube channel, and he wrote a book, 101 body language. He's a body language guy. Jose Rojas, yeah. And I've been following him, learning, teaching myself how to read body language, and I'm pretty good at it. Pretty good at it. Because every time I do something and I assess something and I sent it to him, he would send back pointers and say, very good eye, Karen, very good eye. So here is this picture of Mark Golding that the whole of the rise of them put it out. Or Mark Golding is loved. So here's this picture, Mark Golding with a lady who they say is blind, holding on to Mark. So Mark is standing and the woman is holding on to him. The woman is holding on to him, and based on how the picture is taken, it's clear that her right hand is either at her side or a little bit around behind him. And her left hand is still at her side. And her body is on him, but her face is away because she's blind. And blind people respond, is the other senses work for them. The sound, and feel. Those senses work for them. So she wasn't in him. She wasn't she leaned on him, and she said like this. And she look. Him now stand up there, and him lean way away from her. He's leaning away from her, and looking at her with a side eye, looking down at her with a side eye. I am not accusing him of looking at her with scorn. I don't think that is the look. But him have this, he was moving away from her. That's not love for people. He moving away. Everything about his body was saying, yeah. Michael Manley, come walk Jerusalem. And him shirt dirty. I tell you this already, you're tired to hear it. He take off his shirt and him give to my mother. And my mother said, I'm going to wash it. And Michael Manley go walk in him undershirt. And my mother washed Michael Manley's shirt and iron it. It wasn't electric iron. And she hung it up on a thing that I had built around in the front boardroom. And the front boardroom was our starship room. And I built this thing, one piece of board, nail it against a place, and put a number of nails on it so you can put the hang up on it. I was proud of my invention. Because that's where we hang up a uniform when I'm hired. And my mother washed his shirt and hung it up, and he went walking in his undershirt. And then she went to join him. And when he came back in the undershirt dirty, and I hold it up woman hang upon him and feel my hand around all of them. And he come back dirty and messy. When you're a politician and you're out there with the people, when you're done, you must smell like them, feel like them, even look unraveled like them, disheveled like them. But no, Mark Golding don't want to be near people. So I look for that. Yeah? Look at the picture. You all saw the picture, I'm sure. And I examined that picture several times and just know that Mark Golding don't want, it's nice to go say one blind one hold it, but I don't mean this. Then I look at the picture. I'm like, yeah, I'm not promote Mr. Wallace. We have to give Caesar what is due to Caesar. Then look at a picture with Mr. Holness and a woman greeting him. I'm going to show you the difference between experienced, competent politician against an inexperienced, incompetent, buffoon white man. Here is a woman leaning down in Mr. Holness' chest, her face right here, so well comfortable, her eyes closed in comfort. Do you think that was great? What is great? Mr. Holness stand up firmly on his 2 feet. A body language me study, and put both his arms around her. In the mid part of her waist, right up to her back here. And his fingers never met. But him fingers and him whole hand spread across her back. Holding her in. Pulling her in. And she just laid there comfortable. Let me tell you what body language is when somebody hold you and have them whole hand, hold you and have them fingers spread across you, hold you. It is saying, I got you. I'm so grateful that you come. I am glad that I get to hug you. Could you stay a little longer? That's what that was saying. You don't see the pictures them. Match them up. And then tell me so don't want me to go support Mark. Match them up. And tell me my mother raised a buffoon picnic like me. That if the jackass them don't want to be called Marky G. Because we not use too much jackass to call Marky G. The jackass them start rebel. The jackass them say them name jackass them name Marky G. This man, the woman that the woman and Mr. Holness. And the woman lie down right us in them right shoulder. And the camera capture that. That picture, sure Mr. Holness will use it to hold parties. Now whether Mr. Holness is a caring man or not, you couldn't dispute that at that moment. You could not. I could have feel it. Just looking at the woman's face, how comforting she is. How glad that she is. And him not care. Him all her, not care how she smell or if she smell the way. I'm no disrespect to the voters, please. I'm just trying to make a point. I'm not disrespecting anybody. Him not care. It's comforting. It's kind of like when the children see Lisa Hannah and she see them. Lisa Hannah have this way of behaving like she old, This young woman now is a behaving like she have 70. She have some ways about her that's endearing and nice. That's why people love her. And when the children them come and she a challenge them and them a challenge her. And the one will fall asleep. Look at the picture when she down at Ferncourt High School and look a boy left him mother and go to her and fall asleep in her lap. And she had him there the whole time he must sleep. Just holding him while he slept. The children always knows best. And this is the leader. I walk up and down, not promoting the candidates. Not talking about the candidates. He might talk about himself. And I talk about government. To remove government. Deceiving the voters. Deceiving the voters. Jamaican people, we're voting for candidates for local government. Councillors in the various divisions. The vote is going to determine who lead the 14 councils in this country. And no matter how that ends on February 26th, on February 27th, Andrew Holness will still be Prime Minister. So don't take Mark Gold in deceptions. And him walk up and down. And that is why some of the PAP candidates, them don't want to come on this program. Because Mark will vex if them come. Because some of the PAP candidates, when them put in place and those where them believe is that people them representing him, but them representing Mark Golding. So they wouldn't want to come on here to come talk to voters and answer some questions. Them not going to come. Because Mark Golding and Dayton can go tell him to come. And them not going to think to themselves, say, yo, what I'm doing now? I want 2,000 people to vote for me. I want to be them councillor. I want to talk to them. They are cowards. And because they are cowards, they're going to pay the price of a coward. Mark Golding is going to meet his destiny. You are absolutely correct, Mark Golding. I never knew me you could agree on something. We agree on this we agree. Your reckoning, your destiny will arrive on February 26th. While you're there, talking about them fools yourself. Campaigning, delusional talk about getting rid of Labour government. Who going to get rid of Labour government? The people are voting for councillors. Why are you deceiving the voters? Stop deceiving the voters. Stop deceiving them. You're a deceptive little white raw man. Huh? Now, if you could look at Mark Golding and how he handled that matter of the 15-year-old that died, you could easily make the argument that he lacks compassion. Did you hear him? Yeah, look at youth. Look at youth, yeah. Anna in memory. Jesus, man. Jesus. Woman 15-year-old. The woman pretty just dead. You might just lose our 15-year-old son. And you stop that talk about you're going to honor youth. Because honor him by a chief election. And that you're going to do? You're going to honor him. Him dead. Go look for his mother. Go talk to his mother. Go talk to his mother. Ask her how she do. Comfort her. Give her some love. Try to see if you can give her a genuine hug. You wicked son of a slave owner. No compassion from the man. None. And you not beat up on a gun? You not beat up on a gun? About that? Huh? Mark Golding has no compassion, no conviction, no conscience towards poor people. Mark Golding is talking about himself. Mark Golding wants to elect him to be Prime Minister of this country. I'm going to say it already. I'm not going to repeat it. Whole heap of people up in arms against me. Whole heap of them. People that I thought were my brethren and my sisterin and could be called as friends. All them up in arms, man. Them up in arms against me. Because me for come on board. People from all over the damn world and make a phone call. Well, Karen, yeah man, who want to get to that wicked government, And I wonder to myself, after every one of those calls, I wonder to myself, I wonder if because them people get too much education, why them stupid, so. Something wrong. Something wrong. Because you want power so badly. Power for your business, power for your family, money, and power. You want it so badly that you are willing to hold on to Judas and say to Judas, don't go on yourself. Give me the 30 pieces of silver where you have, where you just sell out Jesus and don't on yourself. We're going to give you a council seat and we're going to make you mayor. Don't on yourself. That's how bad you want power, that you want to put Judas in charge of government. You want to put traitor in charge of government. You think Andrew Ole is wicked. There are some things that we could all agree on that Mr. Ole have not handled rightly. But as I say, Mr. Ole is Mark Golding problem, not mine. Mr. Ole is my MP, and his only obligation to me is to ensure that my garbage collected, which brings me to that I get a garbage collection for 3 days now, Mr. Ole. My garbage to be collected, and that's my only argument with him for now. When we get a good PMP leader that can match up to him and don't look stupid and silly, and do have no, a leader with compassion, a leader who can run other people and run behind her. Ray! No love of that. When we get that leader, then we will find all the things that we need to find to have a discussion with Mr. Oldest about. But me, if you guys Mr. Oldest on behalf of Mark Golding, on the mad? On the know where me start already, Yeah. I am willing. I will make that sacrifice. You can stay over there. Don't speak to me. Don't do nothing. I am cool. I am human. Blood run through me. And sometimes I sit down and think about it. I'm saying, Jesus, I can't believe this. These are people that, I mean, I can't believe this. That this one, on decide so not take a stand because me I stand up for the right thing. Una stand for the wrong thing. And the wrong thing una stand up for. Una stand up for power. So they want to give it to Mark Golding in the hope that he might share somebody we don't know. And as I say, everything that this world have gone through, every gangster, every strong man, every dictator that this world have gone through, every one of them are people who back them up, and that is why they were able to succeed. Their success was dependent on the people that was backing them up. So Mark Golding have someone who back him up because them tired of Andrew Holness. And me and a few of us, 6 of us to be exact, 6 going on 50, decided that we're not like that. We're not rewarding Judas for betraying God's son. We're not rewarding Judas. We're not rewarding no traitor. And me are hold firm and hold fast to that principle. Where I believe that it is my responsibility to make the Jamaican people understand. Say, yeah, Mr. Holness is bad, but Mark Golding would be worse. And you don't need no, you get all the evidence out there to show you. You don't need to hear from me. You see the evidence. You hear this man from a microphone and talk about the little 15-year-old that died. And talk about we could use the little youth and bring out voters. You heard him on the platform out of Israel talking about digging up dead voters. We could get dead voters to go vote for me so that we can turn prime minister and get all my Tapanara's friend them for run things. You heard him. You've heard him. You see him down at the Maroon, replaying history, doing the second act of that history. So what the Maroon them going to do now? Round up the slaves them and hand them over to him. And that them going to do now because that's what their ancestors did. Round up the slaves and hand them back over to the slave owners. Chief Curry ancestors them did that. And they will hug him up now. Hmm? You see him? You don't need me to tell you anything about him and why you shouldn't give him power. But apparently, a whole host of people think that he should get power. And I want to close by saying 2 things. Actually, 3. The first thing I want to talk about is Kern Spencer. I can't find my third piece of paper. They'll be held to pay when I find it. Maybe it's clear. I don't know if Eli take the paper. Is it, I can't blame Eli. He's a dog. I can't blame him. Kern Spencer is me a caller. Kern Spencer is a maladroit. I think I know what that means. A real inexpedient maladroit. Now here's this man, and I've said this before. Came into the politics, nice young youth, bright future ahead of him, made a mistake. Don't hold it against him forever. I'm always saying don't hold things that the young people them do. Don't hold it against them forever. Let them pay a little price, but don't hold it against him forever. I don't hold what he did against him forever. I don't think him should get the seat in North St. Elizabeth, and I voice a concern. He started a little company, BOJ TV, and him doing well with it. And you would think that his first act as a man who running a TV station with camera and all of that is to serve the public. That's your first act, to serve the public, to ensure that whatever information you're putting out available to you and you think the public should get, you give it to them. But when Mark Golding did his whole heap when him chat all the foolishness that he does, Kurt Spencer went and cut the tape. And nobody can find the full recording. I think Nationwide probably have it. But Kurt Spencer took the tape and cut it up to take out the parts where Mark looked bad. That's not serving the public, Kern. So if BOJ TV is a TV station to serve people that pay you, tell us so that nobody have to beat you up. You have to open to the public. You have to be transparent. You have to say BOJ TV was paid to cover Mark Golding. But you can't be doing that as a public service and then cut up the film and cut up the voices and piece it back how you want it. Man, that is just not right, Kern. Up to you, man, you learn not yet. Not right about that. The public want to hear what Mark Golding said. To judge him. You can't save him. I'm have a date with destiny. I'm have a day of reckoning coming. I'm have a date with destiny. And him out there tell the Jamaican people, say, him date with destiny is for them to give him power. I do not know what's going on in this man's head. Make the Jamaican people feel like they are going to vote for him destiny, and Jamaican people them don't know the candidate them, where I walk back down with. Because them they somewhere. And when him have the microphone, them stand up beside and stand up beside. But him not introduce them. Him not big them up. Our Patrick Roberts don't carry around here. Now one year Patrick Roberts don't carry me now. Don't carry around here. You can carry him go other places where them want to see, but don't carry me in Jerusalem. Now one you, don't carry me in Jerusalem. Yeah? So, anybody who have not yet read the article that Lisa Anna published in the Gleaner on Sunday should go get it and read it and understand it. And let me say this plain and simple. Very plain, very simple. Lisa out there campaigning with authentic PMP candidates. There are some authentic PMP candidates that I support. I would want them to win. And I am going to vote for my councillor, Patrick Roberts. And that's how it is done. But the Jamaican people must know that there are some candidates that Mark Golding and Dayton Campbell put in place that the people them not like. The one in Ocho Race, we found a picture today. I think she have a billboard, a poster. She still have something nailed up on one light post in Ocho Race somewhere there, with she and Dayton side by side. That's a picture you're going to sell to people to come vote for you, miss? That's a picture? That is the picture you're going to sell people to come vote for you? You lick your head? So she, I think his Hamilton's name. I know that Water Race people not going to give her the time of day. She not a manners and she not a behavior. And some resistance people are going to be upset with me right now. But I want to understand something. That there's no compromise. No compromise in how I feel. Because I am right. And there's no compromise in that. I am right. Yeah? Dayton Campbell baby mother number 3 was installed in the Claremont division to represent the people of Claremont. Them threw out the candidate that was there to give it to her. And Karma going to catch her one of these days. It's going to happen. She can't escape that because she should tell them. She should have the decency to tell them, say, yo, there's a candidate here, the people them choose, let me help him. But no, you don't have no decent people again. Everybody want power. So she's a candidate for the Claremont division. And I'm saying this to Lisa Anna. Help her. You know, say you want to win back Faggy Mullins' hometown. And what they have done to Lisa Hanna, everything that they did to Lisa Hanna has come full circle. And Lisa is the boss. I'm not boss too. But Lisa is the boss. Lisa have the people them heart. Lisa run over the Portmore and the whole of the PMP people run behind her. Want a leader who can run and people run behind her. The people, the PMP, authentic PMP people of Claremont don't have to go out and vote for this young miss. We can't afford to lose Faggy Mullins' hometown. We have to vote for her. She named Carty. Dayton Campbell baby mother number 3. And I hope that Lisa help her. Matter of fact, I think that Lisa is already helping her. Maybe nobody don't know. I think Lisa helping her. And Lisa should help her. And walk with her. And get the people to come out to vote for her. So that Faggy Mullins' hometown remain in the column of the People's National Party. I really was planning on having a next live tomorrow to talk about some more division. don't think I can manage it. It's very tiresome. So, once again, I want to thank you for joining me on our first guest in YouTube. Um, Everybody stay safe on the campaign trail, please. And try the best as much as you can to get the young people who are on the campaign trail to behave with a little bit of decorum. I want to talk tomorrow, if I should come on, about the PMP pushing up themselves about the orange wave. And I want to give them some lessons about a wave. Um, so I might or I might not. I hope I can. God bless you all. Stay safe, everybody, and keep the children safe. Thank you. Good night.